Alright, we're going to play a game or two of Eternal with this Knucklebones deck that I saw on YouTube, and I think it's pretty cool. It looks pretty fun. See if I can find real quick the name of the guy whose deck I stole. I have some decks of my own, of course, but this looked like a lot of fun. Do 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 do. Well, I can't find it at the moment, so I will let you know. Can't keep that. Not enough power. Need more power. Yeah, this sucks. If we get a blue and this guy's playing something slow, you know, we can make this work with Eye of Winter. And just play out a Sigil of Glory and pass our turn. Playing against Tau Test, who's also not doing anything this turn. Looks like we're going to be quicker, though, than he is to not do anything, because we are pretty far away from playing any of the cards in our hand. And he has a Gorgon Swiftblade at the ready. Let's play our Inspire, which is a lot worse now that it costs 2. We got a Justice Sigil, which means we still cannot do anything. Alright, we do have a Leave a Witness in our hand, so when we draw 4 more power, we can destroy all creatures, which is always nice. Can't do anything still. Awesome. This, of course, is something that happens sometimes when you play games with this sort of resource system. Still can't play any of our cards. Do. Yeah. So what do we want? I mean, like, we'll play it. We can use our Auric Runehammer next turn to kill something. If some miraculous way he doesn't have a second creature on the board, we might be able to get a 2-for-1 out of that. Not sure what his reasoning would be if he doesn't play another creature this turn, but I guess that's his plan. So let's just zap this guy. What do you have for me, Tau Test? Alright. So, we're not in the worst position here. I mean, we can use our eye thing to stun a unit for 2 power every turn. I'd really like to be able to draw some cards. He's playing that thing. Okay. And he's dark returning that guy. But I suspect not playing it. Okay, well there's Torch, which is pretty nice. I'm just going to stun this. See if I can't waste some of his time. I feel like things go better for me the longer the game goes. If I can ever draw more cards, more power, and get Knucklebones going on for some RNG-fueled goodness. And he's just passed the turn. Alright. So let's stun this guy again. And we got some options now available to us. We have access to Island's Choice, Torch, and Wisdom of the Elders. Well, I can't do anything about that. That's gonna destroy my weapon. Okay, so he'll probably play his dude now. Yep. And I will Wisdom of the Elders. See a counterspell? He does. Okay. Well, that's not terrible. I can just Runehammer, kill, and stun. And I also have access now to Harsh Rule. things get really out of hand. I like being able to follow up Knucklebones with a Harsh Rule or a Leave a Witness. Give me some time to make things right. Yeah, I'll just. Well, actually, I'm not gonna play the next Eye of Winter. I'm just gonna stun that thing and pass the turn. And hopefully the next like 3 draws are all power. Start turn. I wonder what he's waiting for. Yeah, Island's Choice seems necessary because this dude could be running any number of spells that I might want to stop. Obviously this only works for spells that cost 4 or more. Like, I can't do anything about that. But he's playing that on his turn, which means he just drew it. Okay, well now it's time to torch that and swing at his face. As well as play another power. Make sure he's not drawing more cards. And I can play the second Eye of Winter now. Since I'll be able to leave 3 up for Island's Choice. Aelin's Choice. And there we go. That's exactly the kind of spell I want to be countering. Channel the Tempest.
You don't want to make my allies your enemies.
Yeah. So, let's seek power. Play power. Swing at my opponent. Play Knucklebones. So we now have 4 relics up, 2 Eyes of Winter, 1 Knucklebones, 1 Auric Runehammer, which is probably not long for this world. And if he has another Channel the Tempest, which he probably does, things are not looking great for us. Okay, so that brings something back. Okay. That's pretty nice. But this is why we kept Harsh Rule and Leave a Witness. I could also... What else is in his discard pile? I mean, I could also just stun both of them. Takes 4, leaves me with 4. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stun them both for right now. Gain some life. I don't feel like I'm in any rush to play Harsh Rule. And if I can get him to commit more, seems like that'd be pretty sweet. Oni Striker, charge, and quick draw. Okay, so he's cashing out his dudes. I'm gonna start the turn. Sure. I mean, I could stun, well, stun, no. So there's ways I don't need to use a Harsh Rule right now. But I think I'm just going to commit to it. Is he going to counterspell me? He is not. Okay. Let's go ahead and swing at him. Get that lightning strike out of his hand. There we go. It's fine. Now hopefully now what we're looking for is him to overcommit. And then I can Harsh Rule. But he's not playing anything. Let's just play this guy. Get a little bud out there. 4th Tree Elder. Okay, so he was holding onto a bunch of removal spells. That's fine. Drawing 2 cards a turn, having the Eyes of Winter up. We should be able to overcome that. We don't have any counter spells for additional copies of that I draw a ton of cards thing. I can make a 7/1 flail. Or I can just do this and draw a card. Okay, this guy says infiltrate, draw the top spell of your deck, deal damage to each enemy equal to that spell's cost. It's kind of cool. Okay. So we need to avoid Channel of the Tempest. Is basically what's going on here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to 2-for-1 myself to kill that. Ooh, I like that. Or I could just stun it. And vanquish it. He's gonna counter. And I will stun it again. Oh, no, he's not gonna counter it. So I'm gonna play this fella. I certainly don't have any Justice Sigils in my deck, so that's kind of just a dead card. But I can play Knight Chancellor Seraph, who I could use to hilarious effect. Next turn, I can pay 8 power to play a creature and double its whatever. Well, it's not going to happen. That's fine, man. Keep using your stuff. I feel like, well, I would love to put some firebombs into the enemy deck. And I'll play this homie. Yeah. I was on a podcast last night actually talking about that card that puts firebombs in the opponent's deck. Never played it before, but now I have. In fact, it's the premium version of Light the Fuse somehow. Still got my good old Harsh Rule to fall back on. He's used a bunch of removal spells on all my fancy critters. But there's more where that came from. Slowly but surely, drawn all the cards in the world. Xenon Obelisk. Yes. Alright. Let's play this guy. We got Obelisk online, so our dudes are even bigger. Island's Favor, sure.
Winds protect me.
He has gone through 48. He's down to 48 cards. I am at 37 cards. He's going to permafrost my dude. Play a Sigil. Oh, a Torch. I feel like that last card is Lightning Strike, right? Should we try? No, let's be reasonable here. Let's just pass the turn. We got a 9/7 Field Captain, which is pretty neat. Okay. Yeah. So if that last card is Counterspell, I have a problem. Sure. Hey, it's not Counterspell. Alright, bye-bye. You got it, bro. Okay, so I stun, I Harsh Rule, I proceed to win the game, right? Yoink. Yoink. Ba-bam, ba-bam. So how many more Veras could he have, right? Yeah, discard a card, right? Yeah, we're getting rid of that because it's never doing anything. And there are no sigils in my deck. Would have been a pretty neat little trick if there were. But there are not. Let's swing. There's the lightning strike we were worried about earlier. Now can we just kill him with our Char Chain Flail? I don't know, man. I really want to evolve this thing. Hey! Yeah, good game, man. That was exciting. Alright. Well, it's our first win of the day, so we got a pack. We got to open that pack, obviously. You get a pack of this game for free every day you play, which is really cool. Alright, well, there you go. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening.